All right, on the last blog, I talked about a session -8, and I got a lot of questions about that because most groups have a session 0, and I joked around that we don't do a session 0, we do a session -8. And what goes down in session -8? Oh man, that's like getting together to just talk about what are we gonna play, and everybody gets to chime in a little bit and what's gonna be the next project and stuff like that. And sometimes we already know like years in advance like what our order is gonna be unless something derails that. But usually session -8 is like just spawning the project. And today I'm here in the map room and I'm working with something because we're between projects, and I was like, oh, this is like session -4. Let me like show you what it's like in the middle there as we're building toward the project. This is a key step. And somewhere around, we begin, we spawn the project, come up with what we want it to look like, and then we start to work toward like, all right, what classes are we going to play? What is the aesthetic we're going to go for? Is there a certain theme we want the characters to look a certain way? And if you notice our other projects, we tend to have like a lot of the same look. Like we want our characters to like they're going the same place, they're doing the same thing. We don't have different bases for all of our guys. We want our miniatures to appear cohesive on the table. And so the minis phase, which is this is where we're at right now. So the minis phase is where we are here. This is Clan Fire Cask. This project is about a dwarven family. There are different generations, which are laid out right here by their generation. So everybody's actually in the exact place they should be. And that helped me keep track of it all. Because this definitely got pretty complicated as far as setting it all up and getting all the minis together and coming up with a color scheme for each or even as a whole. But one of the things we do is I'll have to put together like about a 30-page document to send out to a miniatures artist at Blue Table Painting, and that's going to go out today. So we're kind of getting ready to box up stuff today, and we've got every character for the entire project. And this project will feature more OAD members than any project we've done before. It'll have cameos from members past, ages past, the OAD family, right? So in game and out, there's sort of this whole family theme. And we are Clan Fire Cask. We are an actual clan from High Helm, and we wanted them to look like the clan. And so we did our research and came up with a plan. Then we selected who's going to play what, and characters are laid out according to their actual age. So for example, if you are Julian or Aurelie, our two youngest members, that is the youngest generation here. Julian has a few different minis because he rides a ram. If you are middle-aged, that would be, oh man, who's that? Bill, Eric, Thea. I think those are the only three. They're all in here. And this is Eric's spouse. And so they all have this generation here. They look a little bit older than the young ones. As we go further up, now we're in the old age generation. This is where a lot of us are in OAD, unfortunately. So those minis are going to have a lot more gray on them. They're definitely going to look a little more faded. And that's, I think the biggest generation, right? As we get to the very top, that's venerable. And we're going to have age modifiers, all kinds of fun stuff to represent the ages. Sean's got a super heavy amount of minis for his because he rides a bear. And that generation is completely grayed out. They're just old. This is the one of the matriarchs of the clan. So yeah, very cool. They all have, sort of like different progeny throughout like the whole clan that you're going to be like related to somebody. Even at the table, you'll have like a parent, a sibling, maybe a child with you at the table that you're playing and role playing with. That is just somebody from OAD. So this is a pretty big day for us. And what we do is we put them all into a box, put together a huge document to go along with it, send that out to Blue Table. And that is one of our session -8, 7, 6, 5, 4, etc. that leads up to a project. And we are still 6 months out, and this is where we're at.